It's the end of August, and here in North America, that means rib competitions are popping up everywhere. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make these incredibly tender, smoky, sticky, sour, spicy, funky, and just fucking delicious Korean barbecue pork ribs. To make the ribs as tender and juicy as possible, we're gonna first brine them. So in a large bowl, combine cold water, kosher salt, and brown sugar. Give it a good whisk until everything is dissolved. I'm going to be using pork side ribs. When done properly, they're as tender as baby back and have double the flavor. They're also what's generally used for competition-style ribs. The first thing we're going to do is remove the membrane. A piece of paper towel will make this much easier and give you something to grip onto. Sometimes it comes off instantly, sometimes you have to fight with it a bit, but it will come off, and it's definitely something you'll want to do, as it just makes the ribs more tender and easier to eat. Now, if we were doing a competition-style rib, we'd remove all of this extra fat, but we're not, and fat is flavor, plus it will add to the overall juiciness of the rib, so we're gonna leave it. We're also gonna cut the ribs into individual segments. This will maximize the surface area, allowing the ribs to get smokier and saucier. They're easy to do, just find the bone and cut between. If you run into any cartilage, just apply a bit of pressure with your knife and it'll go right through. Add everything to the brine and allow it to sit for at least 2 to 4 hours, up to overnight. The next thing we're going to do is make a rub using one of my favorite spices, Szechuan Peppercorns. There's really nothing like these, as they leave your lips with a kinda weird numbing sensation. To really bring out their flavor, add some of the peppercorns to a small pan and toast over medium-low heat until they're nice and fragrant. Then transfer them to a mortar and pestle. If you don't have one, you can put them in a plastic zip-top bag and smash them with something heavy like a kitchen mallet or a rolling pin. A spice grinder works great too. Add the toasted ground peppercorns to a small bowl, and to that add brown sugar, garlic, onion, and ginger powder, kosher salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and some gochugaru, Korean hot pepper flakes. Give everything a good mix and set aside. After the ribs have had some time to brine, the next thing we'll need to do is dry them as thoroughly as possible. You don't need to rinse them off, since we'll be decreasing the amount of salt and sugar in it from here on out. While the ribs are continuing to dry, we can set up our barbecue for smoking. I'm using a Weber kettle grill. It's not the most expensive or best thing on the market, but it does the trick and has served me well for close to 6 years. You're going to want to use charcoal briquettes for this, since we need them to maintain a low temperature for a long period of time. Arrange them in a semicircle along one side of the barbecue, stacking them 2 by 2. This technique is called a snake, and while it's not the absolute best method for smoking, it's by far the simplest. Then add a generous amount of wood chips on top. Now, what kind of wood you use is entirely up to you. I'm definitely not a purist when it comes to this, and will use just about anything. So, you do you. Place the chimney starter in the center and add 2 good handfuls of charcoal. Egg and milk cartons make the best fire starters too, just FYI. They burn hot and slow. Add the dry rub to the bowl of dried ribs and toss to combine, making sure everything is thoroughly coated. Dump the coals on one end of the snake and add the ribs to the opposite side away from the coals. Make sure they have enough space in between them so they smoke evenly. Throw another handful of wood chips onto the hot coals and cover with the lid. I have both the bottom and top vents open all the way until the barbecue reaches a temperature of around 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Then go ahead and almost fully close the top one to maintain it. We'll let these smoke for a good 2 hours. Just periodically check the temperature and adjust the vents as needed. Now, no good rib would be complete without a barbecue sauce. That is, of course, just science. So in a small pot, add ketchup, soy sauce, mirin, sweet cooking wine, sesame oil, brown sugar, gochujang, fermented hot pepper paste, rice vinegar, freshly cracked black pepper, and rice syrup. Honey or corn syrup will work too. Place over medium-low heat for about 5 minutes until everything is combined, then transfer to a large bowl and head back outside. The ribs are 2 hours in at this point and have almost a bacon-like texture on the outside. They're also super smoky. Toss the ribs in the barbecue sauce, then place back on the grill away from the heat. Return the cover and allow them to cook for another 30 minutes until the sauce has baked on and is just sticky to the touch. These will be very tender, but if you're looking for fall-off-the-bone consistency, wrap them up in aluminum foil for the last 30 minutes. Words can't even describe how good these f***ing smell. The last thing we'll do is thinly slice some green onions, because you know, that's how we do here. Then bust out that fancy bowl, throw in those sticky smoky ribs, hit them with some crushed roasted sesame seeds and the thinly sliced green onion. And that's it! Korean-style barbecue pork ribs. Because of the Szechuan peppercorn rub, the heat in these ribs really creeps up on you, and you won't fully notice it until you get to the third or fourth rib. But by that point, they're so damn good you won't care either way. I'll have links in the description for the Mortar and Pestle as well as the Weber kettle grill and the Szechuan peppercorns. And if you like my channel and are interested in supporting it, you can check out my Ko-fi page. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It's fun, free, and the easiest way to support the channel, and it helps me make new content each and every week. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome.